Yo, 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 yo. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Paint to the Pit podcast. We are at episode 11. Time is flying. Happy New Year's from the Paint to the Pit. We wishing all y'all, safety in the good year to come. This is episode 11 of the Paint to the Pit podcast, which we're calling Raw and Netflix, or Netflix and Raw, as Raw on Netflix debuts tomorrow, January 6th.
Wonderful.
I'm Dwayne. I'm going to be your host for this episode. I'm joined by Jason, and we are the Paint to the Pit podcast. We happy that y'all still rocking with us. Happy to see y'all again. So we here just to provide some thought-provoking conversation, some laughs, some entertainment, and just something so you can enjoy. So this first topic that we have coming up is, again, as I said, titled of this episode, Netflix and Raw. This is going to be the first Raw on Netflix. It just moved to Netflix. The match card is crazy. We're going to have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, a match that, has been advertised for a while that we thought we probably would have been got. We have Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa for the Ula Fala in the tribal combat match. The tribal chief returns. Some great promos been happening for that with Paul Heyman and stuff too. We have the final iteration of this rivalry, for now at least, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley in a last woman standings match for the championship belt. We have Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. And just according to what was confirmed online, John Cena's going to be there. The Rock's going to be there. Logan Paul's going to be there. Gunther's going to be there. Cody Rhodes is going to be there. And it's going to be Rey Mysterio with a special tag partner against the New Day, which many are anticipating that is going to be the Mexican wrestler Penta, his debut. So what this is stacking up to be, we can start with you. How you feeling about what this card is stacking up to be, these matches, everybody that's scheduled to arrive? Just give me your thoughts overall, anywhere you want to start.
Is it going to be 3 hours?
Say that again?
Is it going to be 3 hours?
I think Jay has sent us something that said like they don't really have a time limit on it yet.
Supposedly there's no restriction. From what I'm seeing, they saying there's like no restriction. So like, you know how like you get to the end sometimes of a Raw episode and it's like there's an attack happening and it kind of just ends abruptly with a little WWE symbol and it just cuts to like, a movie or something. Right. They not cutting that out. It's gonna run straight through. So if they gotta go like an extra 20 minutes, they'll probably do that.
Okay.
Since it's live, it's there's no commercials, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be really cool.
Be dope. I think the match card is pretty okay. I'm pretty excited for a few matches. I think that the Ula Fala match is gonna be pretty interesting because I don't know which way they're gonna go with the winner. I don't know. I'm telling me Solo gonna win, and I really feel like Paul Heyman's gonna turn on Roman.
Cool.
Excuse me. Pardon me, y'all. I don't want to be lack of better words. I really feel like that Paul Heyman is going to turn on Roman Reigns, and that's going to be the beginning of Solo's journey as an official Paul Heyman guy instead of it being like unsure. I think it's I also think that'll be good for his character as well. Like, to grow, and he's working on being a supreme star. Instead of being one of the all-stars that's floating around, he's going to be a superstar pretty soon, based on how he's talking and his crowd reactions, the way he's treating everything. He's starting to understand things a little bit better, as Lethal Shooter would say.
Yeah. I understand that.
So that's the most exciting match for me. Not too really excited for the.
I didn't mean to cut you off, bro, but which role you think The Rock gonna play in that? Because obviously that got to be the segment. If he's gonna be there, I would think that's the segment he's gonna be a part of. That's why I think they're gonna open the show with that match. Yeah, what you think? What you think The Rock role is in that specifically?
I think The Rock is gonna somehow, possibly, if it pans out to be him and I think him and the Wise Man will somehow be the ones that collaborate together somehow in a sense take Roman from power to give Solo the power.
Yeah.
They quote unquote speak to the elder quote the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be the quote unquote elders, ones who speak to the elders, and The Rock will quote unquote be the main elder that's left due to the passing of of course, the family members that passed recently.
Yeah.
So he would be the elder that's left.
That's fire. That's fire.
That's what I'm thinking. And you know, Solo keeps saying that the elders sent me, blah blah blah. So that's why I think they would be smart to go with.
Okay.
Then that'd be a way to make Roman a babyface, because I know that they're starting to slowly lean towards changing Cody into heel. So that'll be a way to swap roles for them, so that either SummerSlam or even next WrestleMania. I don't think they're gonna fight this WrestleMania. But SummerSlam or even next WrestleMania, that'll be where they're growing and going towards, whether it be for the belt or not. Because
Okay.
I don't see the belt much longer. Also, just throwing it.
Yeah. Yeah. You say you don't see Cody with the belt much longer?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to hear you say that again. My fault. But any other comments on like any other matches? You got any feelings about the other matches? They are advertising CM Punk and Seth Rollins as the main event. That's what they've been
Yeah.
advertising that match as.
Really?
Yes, that's the main event match.
Is Roman opening then?
That's what what I think is gonna happen. Yeah,
Okay.
You don't put that match in the middle of the card.
Yeah.
The thing is, everything they should be opening, because it makes the most sense.
Yeah, if they're not gonna close, they gotta open.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't really care for Liv match. Liv and Rhea, I'm about tired. I hope Becky come back tomorrow, or Charlotte. They butts.
Well, there's no DQ, right?
Butts.
Yeah, it's the last woman standing. That already tells me somebody's involved. Just by the type of match that you have. Okay. Anything else? You know, there's going to be John Cena's first appearance, really on a retirement tour. Everybody else going to be involved in, Logan, Gunther, Cody, The Rock.
I think John Cena will have a segment with Gunther to start building up that world. So possibly Cody, or possibly all three. They have a small little, because we know that John Cena is going to end up getting another run with a few belts.
Oh God. Yeah, this is shaping up to be a fun event. Any other comments you got on this event? Oh, you want to pass it over to Jay?
I think we could pass it over to Jay, because
right, Jay, how you feeling about it? You heard the match card, you heard the appearances, you know everything that's going down. What you feeling about this episode tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same realm as that Liv Morgan match. Get that out of there. I ain't even thinking about that. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see how it's gonna work out. I'm assuming it's commercialless, so it's gonna be cool to see how they add in more, whether that's promos, camera cuts, more backstage access, more time with the superstars. Maybe going to it's gonna be a different experience. I'm
opens
really
up the creativity.
Yeah. I like how they're doing it for now. I'm just interested to see how this all plays out leading up to WrestleMania, because we're at that point. We're not really that far. I think 3 months, right? 2-3 months away now. We're only like two pay-per-views in between, so just kind of excited to see how this all. Yeah, exactly. Like how this all plays out leading up to that, like Roman versus Solo. Yeah, I'm kind of in the realm of where O is at. Like I don't know what Paul Heyman's gonna do, but I always think about the long term aspect of it and like what they plan for Paul. So it does make sense that if there's some type of like turn, it'll probably be Heyman, going to Solo, and then that kind of sets up a run with them potentially, because you got to have a lane for Solo, right? Like you can't build them up at this point and just like whisk him away, and now Roman's back and he's here forever. Especially when you gave Solo a whole other tag team and bloodline and people to work with. So I could definitely see that happening, which like O said, maybe that had to pair with The Rock. And then from there, we get Rock Roman leading to WrestleMania. That probably is the draw.
That is the match.
Yeah.
Get done somehow.
Yeah. I do really like that angle, actually. Now that old point, that's a really good angle for them to take, because I've been thinking about how can they like just weave this storyline and segue it like that it makes sense, and that I feel would be the perfect way. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. It's kind of like the CM Punk and Drew storyline. Like it just needs to build up and it'll get there. So I'm not really like too worried about that. I think that's gonna be just great draw.
One more thing, I think Drew gonna interfere in that match, because didn't even think. I forgot about his name for a second when I was talking about it. I think
Hmm.
Drew in that match.
You think so? He got
Actually,
a match with Jey Uso too. You think he'll interfere in that match as well?
I mean,
he might.
could be right because he did interfere Friday with
Hmm.
Cody and Kevin Owens. And from what I've been hearing, they saying that Drew's supposed to have a big 2025 as like a singles run.
Yeah.
So my expectation is just to see him up and everywhere. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
so yeah. But I personally am really excited for that Rey Mysterio match. If Penta is really debuting, that's gonna
Yeah,
be fun. As somebody that watched AEW for the time he was in there, and seeing him with Ray Phoenix and as a tag team, and just like the spots, bro, like the things he's capable. That dude is nice, man. Like, I'm hoping he sort of gets that creative freedom to do what he do and like allow
yeah,
those moves because some of them are a little dangerous. But y'all gonna see, man. That dude is for real. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for that. John Cena, and it's my boy's last run. John Cena. I'm just a little weary. I'm a little weary. I respect what he wants to do and just going out the way he want to go out, but I'm just weary of like it potentially ruining storylines and kind of cutting into the creative plans. I know it's John Cena, so he could kind of do that, but
Yeah,
yeah, I just got to see it. I got to see how it plays out.
yeah,
I don't think we'll know what's gonna happen until after this episode. So that's about as much as I can say on that.
yeah. I think on mine, I'm looking forward to the Punk and Rollins match. I've been looking forward to that match. I know Rollins is gonna carry. I don't get excited about Punk like in ring ability as
Hmm.
long as he stay A++ in promo. I don't. I know he
Yeah.
has to get carried in the match, and that's just something I accept at this point. But I'm looking forward to that match, man. I just for some reason something about those two styles and like it just makes for a perfect rivalry, right? And like you
Hmm.
said, those guys don't even really need a long build up. This build up wasn't long, and we all into it because it's CM Punk and Seth Rollins. So I think in that, if I had to predict the winner, I'm gonna go Seth. I don't think they're gonna give uh CM Punk that win. But I don't think it's gonna be clean either. I don't think any of these matches are gonna be clean. Obviously, like
Hmm.
there's last woman standing and all of this. I don't think any of these matches. I think it's interferences in every one of these matches. Maybe except for the Rey Mysterio match because that's a surprise, appearance if that play out the way it's gonna be. But I think it's interference in all of these matches. No clean matches. I think that Roman versus Solo. It's kind of I'm kind of with y'all. Roman hasn't been around to do promo for these events, so for me
Yeah.
that's a little bit alarming. I pray that it's not anything health related with him. I hope it's just a scheduling thing, but that's just a little alarming. So that in itself makes me believe that he's not going to win the match. And on y'all end, I'm gonna take an opposite turn in this rivalry. Yeah, I think Paul Heyman is going to turn on Roman. I think it's about a matter of time before the Samoan Werewolf turn on Solo or get away from Solo. I don't
Ooh.
just don't see that happening. I don't see him being the right hand for too much longer, bro. For me, it's just at a certain point, it's just not gonna make sense, bro. He's too big of a buck. Maybe I'm wrong for today. Maybe I'm wrong for this Raw, but I don't see that lasting as long as Solo was by Roman. Like it's just too big of a star. Solo wasn't who the Samoan Werewolf was when he was with Roman. Solo didn't captivate you that quickly. So I think that turn is
Mhm.
coming. I do think Solo's going to win the match. I think that's the Rock segment right there. He's going to come out. Or if Roman wins the match, the Rock's going to come out right after and maybe a WrestleMania match be for the Ula Fala. Who knows kind of how that goes.
Mhm.
That Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Charlotte's coming back. Becky's coming back. Somebody's coming back. Somebody's coming back, bro.
I was thinking that too.
Somebody's coming back. It's just got to be that way. Like, just on the strength of nobody gonna care about this match if it's just a Raquel Rodriguez interference, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna.
Yeah.
Nobody's. So one of them women coming back. I do have Liv Morgan ultimately winning this match again. I'm torn, but I'm 51-49 on that because I
Mhm.
don't know if because I don't think Rhea Ripley needs the belt to have a good rivalry. I think Liv Morgan does. So I think going into WrestleMania, if Charlotte Flair decides to come back as a heel, and just cost her that match for whatever reason, stuff like that. Because Charlotte Flair Hill is the best women's wrestler. Period. Go ahead. Oh, my fault.
I think Charlotte Flair is going to be fighting Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania.
Okay, so you think that's the way they're gonna go with it? Okay,
Shout out
I
Stratton.
can see that. I can see that. I can see that. So you think she's gonna
The
take the
battle.
Rumble route to win it? You think
Yeah.
she's gonna take the Rumble route to win it? Okay, I can
Charlotte
see
for the
that. I can
Rumble?
see that. Yeah, I
Knowing
can see
that
that.
would,
I just know somebody's interfering in this match beyond Raquel Rodriguez.
I say Becky only, not to cut you off, bro, only because what's the name mentioned her last week when Seth and CM Punk was beefing in that whole
Yeah,
segment and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
Mentioned her, gave her a quick like, pay attention, y'all. She coming back.
yeah.
You know,
100%. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be fun, bro. I think all of these matches gonna bring us that excitement. Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Kevin Owens interfering in that match easily. Him bumping Jey Uso at the end of the promo during SmackDown, where Jay was like, what's going on? And Kevin Owens was like, yo, you better watch your back. And then Jay was with Jimmy, and Jay was like, yo, why everybody got beef with me? It was funny, but that let me know Kevin Owens is gonna be somewhere around lingering, and that it's gonna be interesting. Again, trust me, I'm not going anywhere negative. It's just gonna be interesting to see what they do with Cody here. I don't know if it's just gonna be a promo. Who's the promo gonna be with? Maybe that is John Cena, like y'all said. Maybe Cody comes out first, and that's when John Cena music hits. I think that'll be fire. I really believe that would be fire. John Cena, please take the belt off that. Please. Well, sorry, I wasn't gonna go negative. But yeah, I think that'll be fire. And I think the New Day match with Rey Mysterio and hopefully Penta, I think that's gonna be great as well. It's gonna be excitement. I'm excited. I'm excited to see like all of these, like John Cena return, Brock return. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. That's strange. Not necessarily the matches, but like who's gonna interfere in the matches and who's gonna
Yeah.
return. I don't care for the matches individually. I just care for everything around the matches. So I think when you do a great job at that, like if you're going to keep giving me the same match, make me think about the outside circumstances that may influence this match. So that's one thing I will give WWE credit for. Like they did a great job at positioning this Raw on Netflix. I think it's a lot of storylines. You don't know where it's gonna go. I think having Drew, and shout out to Drew and Kevin Owens, because they just killing the heel scene right now. They're killing
Yeah.
it, bro. I don't
Yeah.
think they're missing it. I don't think those two guys are missing in the heel scene right now. So I'm excited to see how they continue to be thorns and niggas' paws and shit. Like I'm excited to see that continue. That's gonna be fun. No way
I
Jey
agree.
Uso wins that Drew McIntyre match. I just think Jey Uso is at the point where like Jey Uso don't need wins to be Jey Uso. Certain people get to that certain
Yeah.
level and he's there. It sucks. I hope
He got
that
the crown
don't continue.
regardless.
But what are the odds he beats Drew McIntyre on Monday? That
Somebody is
that that loss that loss does more damage for Drew McIntyre than it does for Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre just can't return and then just lose, you know? So
Just
I
lose,
don't
yeah.
expect him losing that
Yeah.
match. So I think it's gonna be a fire episode. I just pray it's not buffering every 3 minutes. I don't think I understand how much that's on my mind more than anything else. Oh, like let's be clear. Like the match is cool, the circumstances cool. If I gotta keep reloading that shit, bro, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just not. Like I'm
Yeah,
at the
that's
age where
true.
it's like, all right,
True.
cool, y'all gonna do that. I'm
That's
on the
true.
Monday Night Football and the Lakers play tomorrow. I'm not watching it. So I hope it's
Because
not a
this
buffering issue.
is the low key unprecedented. So the amount
It
of
is.
people that's gonna be tuned
Yeah.
in,
But
I
they
hope
did
they're
have the
ready.
Mike Tyson and what was that, Jake Paul fight to kind of have some type of base on what maybe they have to improve on, because that was awful. So hopefully they improve on that. But that's
I forget what else they did. I think it was the Beyonce.
yes, they did the Beyonce as well. They
Oh,
did
the
the
concert,
Beyonce
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But this Raw on Netflix gonna do numbers, bro. Like you don't advertise all of these people with all of these fan bases and don't think this is about to be blown through the roof. This Raw is gonna
Yeah.
break every Raw record, bro. Like, let's just call that what it is. That's not even up for debate. This is gonna be
Every
the most
TV
viewed
record,
Raw,
streaming
most
record.
streamed Raw, most everything Raw. Pause. That was crazy. That was crazy. Wow. Okay, yeah. So Raw on Netflix. That's gonna be a great. That's gonna that's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun to see, and it's gonna be fun to see how like they start setting people up. Like, is Cody gonna stay on SmackDown? Like, which show do like, because these particular networks push for the people that they want on these shows and stuff. So
I
being this
noticed that.
big build
I
on
did notice
Netflix, but you got Cody as the champion on SmackDown primarily, but he still has to make an appearance, right? So I think it's gonna be interesting to see like what the next draft looks like, how they gonna position these guys and everything. So
because they
I'm
haven't
looking
really been
forward to it.
talking about it, but they've been mentioning like this sort of like a transfer window. Like they've been subtly just throwing that out there, like
Yeah,
with the commentators, and it's like I don't
yeah,
know if the fans has been picking it up, but like we seeing certain people is starting to swap now. Like
yeah, hundred
I
Well,
percent.
don't know, I don't know, is Roman staying permanently on Raw? I felt
I
like
think
that
that
was like touted
Roman's
for a
Roman,
second.
bro. But
Yeah,
I think
he just go
WWE
wherever.
need to get back to that, bro. Like it shouldn't just have to be like, I understand certain people, all right, brand. You got the tag belts for
Hmm.
that brand, cool. You stay over there. Whatever. I understand that. But I
Yeah,
think WWE should have been went back to like, we not knowing who gonna pop up where. Like you have your scheduled matches, but like let us be surprised. Like I mean Jay Uso's been on the last couple weeks, he been on both Raw and SmackDown. So
hmm
it's like you start watching these things like, yes, that makes sense. Like show these guys in different elements to figure out what sticks.
I think
What you were
Jimmy's
saying,
gonna
oh?
have. I think Jimmy's gonna have a main event run coming.
Jimmy. No ye.
Yeah, I think so.
I would like that. I would like that. So what do you do? What do you do with Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso on this Raw? Are they like watching out for Roman? Are they watching out for Jay? What do you do with those two particular
It's
guys?
gonna be a big run out for that Drew McIntyre match.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah,
it's either gonna be a run out for that match or it's gonna be a run out for the Roman match. It's gonna be a run
yeah.
out for one.
Question: do y'all think we see? Because I just thought about that. I can't believe I didn't think about this before. But do y'all see a sort of turn with Owens and Sami Zayn? Because they haven't really like collided. And they was attacked, right? They were on the tag team titles. Owens turned the
Yeah,
heel. Sammy's still the face. The face. He's the crowd guy. They could run with that. That could be
100%.
that'll be a solid WrestleMania match for sure.
I mean, for sure, we definitely seen those two guys go at it before as heel and face. But I think this will be fun. I mean, those two guys always put on great matches together, but it'll be nothing that I'm excited for. If I'm being honest,
Mm,
I don't need to.
yeah,
I don't need
yeah.
to see those guys. Like,
The
I
thing that
think I
could
think
possibly
that's just my fault,
belt.
bro. What you saying?
And then now I was just agreeing with you and basically saying the only thing that could make it more exciting was possibly the belt, and it's not
Mm.
even
Yeah,
sure when it comes to
yeah,
them two. Because I'm not going to say
100%.
they the mid superstars.
They they they
Oh,
are
the
they are
big
the
guys.
Michael Jordans of mid superstars. Like you just gotta give them that. Yeah, that's who they are. Hey, listen, it's always about where you at in your role, doing it the best you possibly can, and that's what I respect.
Mm,
Everybody can't be champion at the same time. So if
yeah,
if you mid carding right now, if the belt ain't on you right now, but I see you embracing that role, I respect it. I respect it. Man, it seems like a lot of these guys have like sort of like creative freedom in terms of their characters, in terms of what they can do. Like, you got Kevin Owens running around with the wing belt. I think that's fire, bro. Like you gotta
yeah. That's a dope
build
angle.
heels up. It is. And then
Mm.
Drew McIntyre finally coming back after losing to CM Punk and then just right back on his same right back on his same BS. So it's dope to see, man. It's dope to see. If it's Triple H, if whoever it is, like salute to whoever's giving these guys that freedom to uh,
Yeah.
you know, really express themselves. And before we go, Tiffany Stratton finally cashed in her money in the bank last
Fire,
Friday.
fire,
Oh, mentioned it a little bit earlier when he
fire.
said he think that's going to be the Charlotte Flair route, but we wanted to acknowledge that she finally cashed in. Exciting cash in. I like that they prioritizing SmackDown, although they pushing Raw. I love that type of stuff. I love the
Hmm.
fact that
That
I
was a great
can't just
angle.
gloss over a SmackDown because I'm waiting for the next Raw. So shout out to Tiffany
Hmm.
Stratton, the new champion. How y'all feeling about the cash in? Jay, what you thinking? The cash in, the went now that she's
Yeah,
champion. How you
that was
feeling?
a great. I think it was a great angle. The way they set it up, and she like, and they've been teasing it for so long. It's like she show up, she like, I'm gonna cash in. She letting Nia kind of bully her week to week and just say
Yeah.
whatever. And you throwing Candice LeRae in there, who only been in for like 2 days. She already talking like, yo, she Nia Jax's second hand now, and Tiffany
Yeah.
just there. I'm like, damn, this is gonna be a good. But the way they set it up, having her throw Candice out and then toss Bianca over the table and
Yeah.
then find like she really committed. I like that they did that. I like that they didn't just waste the cash in. And you know, shout out to Nia Jax too, because like great
Yep.
run, great
2024 was
run.
us.
Yeah,
Salute.
yeah. I'm excited to see what they do with that, because now I'm like, yo, I want to watch. I'm
Yeah.
interested. I'm
100%.
tuning in.
100%.
Yeah, that was a
What you feel
great
about that?
cash in,
Oh,
man.
I think it was one of the better cash-ins. I think that Tiffany Stratton is overdue. Not really overdue, but overdue. I think it's right on time for her. Actually, I think it's right on time. Um, the time to give her the belt to see where she goes and see if the next month or maybe few months could be a possible upbringing for the belt, or see if she's truly ready for the belt, possibly. Because, like I said, Charlie Flair is lurking.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The chick lurking.
The
So
GOAT.
everybody,
The Queen.
they belt is taken.
Yeah.
Charlotte, take
Yeah.
me that. Yeah, I know who
Yeah. 100%.
big
Oh,
Charlotte.
100%, man.
Big Charlotte.
Big Charlotte, not the little one. Shout out to
Charlotte.
Charlotte Flair, man. I really do hope she comes back, bro. Like, it's never been like a diva that I probably, unquote, women's superstar. I don't want to go back to divas. My apologies, but there's probably not a women's superstar that I've missed more than Charlotte
Mhm.
Flair. Like, Charlotte Flair checks every box, bro. Every box. Every box, bro. So I hope she comes back. I hope she's healthy, hope she's in a good space mentally and emotionally, but and physically, of course. But I'll be excited for her to come back and fight Tiffany Stratton. I think that'd be fire. I think we need heel Charlotte to come back. I don't think we need face Charlotte, but Charlotte Flair's gonna be one of those people like a Seth Rollins. They can't be heel if they wanted to. They're gonna get the cheers regardless, like to see them regardless of if they doing heel stuff. So I think she's in that realm, like bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer. But I hope
Mhm.
she's back, and I hope she's able to perform like she did before. I know people are getting older, but shout out to her, and then shout out to Tiffany Stratton, because I thought that casting was fire. I didn't expect it. I thought it was just gonna be another one of
Yeah.
those pause. So shout out to her. I think she deserves it. I think this should be a nice run. Hopefully, a healthy run, meaning like she don't have to drop that belt too quickly. But
Too.
to see where that goes. So there we go for our topic on WWE, Netflix, and Raw. It's our wrestling topic for the day. We'll be right back with our final topic for this episode.